Boom! I think we're live. I think we're doing this. Oh, getting in here on a Sunday. What's up, everybody? If anybody is like me, you are being snowed and frozen to death currently. Snowed in on top of frozen to death. It is like 9 degrees here and feels like -5 or some shit. It's terrible. But welcome everybody. We're going into another 2 weeks, 2 episodes of NAWA television. We're going in for September 1st and September 8th. Of course, we got Ron Fuller as our current world champion, which is awesome. I think the Nasty Boys are still the tag team champions if they haven't lost them. Yeah, rocking and rolling here. Thanks everyone for coming in. I appreciate it. And let's get in here. Get the sound on here, and then I need to get the chat in here also. But yeah, welcome in everybody.
Well, a pleasant hello, everyone, and welcome again to South Atlantic Wrestling. I'm Ted Webb, and I'm here to tell you, when you see the seal of the North American Wrestling Association, you are assured of the finest in professional wrestling. My partner tonight at ringside, Gene Ligon. And
Boom. Welcome in here, Dead Punk. Who else we got in here right now? Skronk coming through up in North Dakota. It hasn't been that fun this week. This week's been brutal here. It's been crazy. Galactic Wrestling Federation, welcome in here. Welcome in, guys.
Gene, what a card we have for the folks tonight.
A tremendous amount of wrestlers right here. We've got some newcomers coming here. Mr. What was the man's name?
Luther D will be making his debut today.
Luther
and I hear
D.
an awful lot of good things about this guy. Ranger Ross, a true American hero, a man that fought in Grenada, a man that fought in the rescue mission in Iraq.
We've seen Ranger Ross
a man
before.
who patrolled the jungles of San Salvador. We'll be seeing Curtis Thompson, who's an outstanding professional wrestler. I tell you, we've got a fantastic card for the folks at home tonight.
I can't wait to see it all. There's going to be some newcomers here, some stars of tomorrow, and some stars of the day. And of course, we know professional wrestling in the...
Hold on just a minute. Let me bump in on you if you can. You know, Ted, you've had a lot of people out here doing color commentary. I know you had Steamboat out here and several people doing it, and you've never asked me to do it, and I'm kind of puzzled about that because you know I do have some experience at that, don't you?
Well, champ, all I can tell you is the way you've been running down Paul Jones for being a mere color commentator and then becoming a manager and then finally a wrestler again. I just thought that was below you to do color, and frankly, that's why we never invited you.
Give me some Ron Fuller color any day, fella.
This is... I'm sorry.
I don't understand this. Listen, the promotion asked me to be out here. I'm out here because I've been asked. I don't like you coming out here, Fuller. If you want to get out here and be a promoter, you better get out here and you talk to the man in charge if you want to be color commentating. You don't come out here and make a fool out of me. You know that right now, Buster. Let me go right now. Tell me.
Ligon is pissed.
I'm truly sorry about what happened, and I can't
Fuller's
help
like,
but,
I'm coming out to do some color, Dad.
What your motivation
Well,
was.
that gets too bad. You're going to need a color commentator now. I guess I'm Johnny.
Double
on the
D,
spot.
Ted Webb. Double D, double D,
Well, it
double
sure
D, double B. Ted Webb, brother.
Over to our ring announcer from Gorilla
And don't you
Radio
forget
in
it.
Charlotte, Kilgo.
Again, Ranger Ross out the gate.
From Ackworth, Georgia, weighing in at 238 pounds, Ranger Ross. His opponent from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, weighing in at 260 pounds, Bubba Kirk.
Oh, we've got ourselves a tremendous man
Bubba
in the ring
Kirk.
right now in the form of Ranger Ross, a guy that I'll tell you, especially at a time right now when America is on the verge of war in the Middle East, you take a look at a guy like Ranger Ross and you know that there are thousands more like him right now in that desert.
Go,
in
first
Saudi
match of the
Arabia
night, fellas.
That are sweating it out to protect us
Ready
and
to
our
go.
interests in the regions. Bubba Kirk will be his opponent today, and I can tell you right now, Bubba's got his work cut out for him because Ranger Ross is truly an outstanding talent.
Well, you know, Ranger Ross does all right, but, you know, I got to tell you this, Ted. He's not my type of wrestler. Right off the front there, you know, you see him, he's using the tights right off the front, it looked like to me.
Well,
I certainly wouldn't have him in my stud stable, I don't believe.
I can tell you right now that this man would be a tremendous addition to anybody's stable, to anybody's team. A great competitor and a man that has proven himself. He was an all-Army wrestler.
Ranger Ross did away with the trunks that he wore in WCW for these baggy black pants, sort of like karate pants.
Greco-Roman, undefeated, a master of the martial arts, and certainly does a great job of mixing the blend of professional wrestling, Greco-Roman, and the martial arts to make himself a fierce competitor. Bubba Kirk's got his hands full, Steph.
Yeah, he does. That's easy to see right there.
Bubba Kirk. That's a new one for me. I always have new jobbers, I feel like. Like sometimes they'll have repeats, but always new dudes. Endless conveyor belt of new jobbers.
It appeared to be completely scientific, the maneuvers he was deploying.
Well, that may be the case. You know,
Bubba Kirk, brother.
Things about me being out here. I can kind of keep a handle on this and really help you out in this particular program. I'm glad to be here with you, and I'm sorry about the incident that took place earlier.
Yes, and so am I, sir. So am I. Ted Webb along with the NAWA.
I like some Ron Fuller on color, though.
Robert Fuller ringside. Bubba Kirk in there against Ranger Ross. Side headlock from Bubba Kirk. Ranger Ross, a tremendous athlete, a tremendous patriot, a true American hero. Off the ropes goes Bubba Kirk.
Nice drop kick by Ross. Credit where credit is due.
That's a textbook.
Kind of been busting his chops, but
and the tide is starting to turn.
Well, I'll have to give you that. That was a fine drop kick. I'll have to give that to Ross.
Got him up for a full
he's a
body
black
slam,
belt,
hugging the
brother.
leg, but Kirk powers out. The referee for this event, Byron Richard, one of the best in the North American Wrestling Association.
Well, again, I think I'd have to disagree with you there. He's refereed several of my matches, even a couple of title matches. And he's like a lot of these referees around Carolina. I have my differences with some of them.
September 90. Getting into the end of summer here.
Tennessee rules are different. They don't abide by my rules over here in Carolina, and I'm not very happy with that.
Well, sir, I can tell you that knowing the rules of the North American Wrestling Association.
I'm watching a little bit of Fuller right now in USWA 91, and he's a face. And he's like friends with Jeff Jarrett, and it's super weird. It's pretty good. Like, he's a good face as well, but it is strange because I've seen him be such a mega heel for so long in so many parts of the country.
And applies those rules and enforces them to a T. In fact,
Sammy, welcome in.
A recent report that was released from our commissioner, it showed that he was the most effective referee in the alliance, because this is a guy that took the less.
Hang out here for a couple hours.
Yeah, well, again, I'm not sure I could
On
agree
a
with
Sunday night per the use.
with you on that.
Ranger Ross with a fine reversal.
Damn.
Catches Bubba Kirk. Bubba Kirk on the ropes right now, and I'll tell you
Kirk.
what, this could be the beginning of the end, champ. Elbow to the back of the head.
Rocking a fine-ass mullet, if nothing else.
That appeared to me to be an illegal elbow.
Well, sir.
Oh, shit.
The Tennessee rules are a little different. Was that a legal maneuver on the part of Bubba Kirk?
I mean, Bubba Kirk has a cool look. I'm going to be honest.
Hit him with a forearm across the back. There was no fist used. This Bubba Kirk here, he's impressed with me somewhat.
Well,
Hey,
a strong
scoop
man.
slam.
Just lifted him up for a full body
Ah.
slam. But not impressive enough.
Oh
Going to the
my
well
God.
once too often. Ranger Ross moving, and Bubba Kirk hit that funny bone right into the ring. Ross catching him in the midsection as he came in, firing away at the chin, and boom!
There you go.
Bubba Kirk.
What's up, Mark? Welcome in.
I've wrestled this Ranger Ross before, and that's the reason I don't put my title up to him. That's an illegal maneuver right
Yeah,
there.
he's doing like. Did he do the karate stuff in WCW, or is this new?
Not
crazy.
Well, I think he just turned on the on button on Ranger Ross and Bubba Kirk. Bubba Kirk may be seeing a little more than he wants to see from the Ranger. Nice leapfrog.
Oh, okay. That looked pretty decent. Actually, a nice little finish there with the karate kick, because it was safe. It didn't kill the guy, but it also
Nice leapfrog.
got right in there. It was snug enough to look great. Wow. All right. I see you, Ranger Ross.
Ranger Ross.
I see you, Ranger
With a
Ross.
sabat kick and cover, and he is the winner.
Sabat kick. You don't hear that anymore.
Look at this one on instant replay on our slow motion camera.
Classic call.
You describe the action as you see it.
Well, what I see here right now, he's taking him off the ropes. It's all very fair and legal at this point.
Why does Fuller's mic sound like he's like on like 1920s radio?
Nice reversal. Ross over with a nice leapfrog. It's a great place for
He dabbled. He dabbled a little.
Like I say, in Nashville right there, they just stop the match, raise Bubba's hand, and that'd be the end of it.
I can see that.
It's
Two good comparisons, Dead Punk.
Wrestling will continue after situation, and with us right now is the executive director of People Against Drugs and AIDS Infection, Mr. Richard Beelan, along with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and War Eagle.
Classic face promo with some local authorities or enforcements or some drug night, say no to drug type of folks. I don't even know what you would actually call that. Probably nothing that I just said, but get the top baby faces in the territory in here. We got Ricky Steamboat, Tatanka. This is a nice message probably coming up.
Chris Shavers, how about a nice hand for him? Richard, you have done a fantastic job. Tell us about Project Graduation.
What we're trying to do with People Against Drugs and AIDS Infections Incorporated, and of course, in association with the
That's
South
what they
Atlantic
said.
Wrestling group, is to, of course,
big ol' hug.
educate the high-risk and indigent youth, and of course all youth, as far as drugs and AIDS infections. This is a problem that is becoming a devastating crisis across the country. South Carolina, North Carolina, the large cities, the small cities. The problems has left the small cities, the large cities,
every
and of course
Sunday
it's going
night.
into the smaller cities and the rural areas. And of course,
Right here, make sure you have the bell clicked so you don't miss a notification for when we do go live on Sundays. Appreciate everyone for coming in. Make sure you hit the like. Helps us out in the old algorithm on YouTube, and yeah.
Project Graduation, of course, which includes education on drugs and AIDS infections. We will be having a similar program in Florence, South Carolina, at West Florence High School Gym on September 15th in association with
Y'all
the
got one of
South
those
Atlantic
drug programs I could get into if I wanted to quit something.
Wrestling group, and of course there we're doing the same thing there that you're doing here. We appreciate the wrestlers, particularly Chris Chavis, War Eagle, and of course Ricky Steamboat. You can look at these gentlemen and tell from the size of them that they are drug-free. And to all of the youth watching, I want to say, if you want a body like this, then be drug-free.
Richard, so many times.
I don't know about Tatanka's history. I'd say Steamboat's. He probably would admit to it now, right?
And they need positive role models, and you couldn't have picked more positive role models than the two that we have up here with us today.
I agree with you strongly. War Eagle and of course Ricky Steamboat, who seems as though has been around forever, is the perfect role models as far as professional heavyweight dynamics and incredibly athletes. And I'm trying to understand how these guys has been around so long. I think they're 3 times my age and they look 10 times younger than I do.
If there's one thing I'm against, it's AIDS, and I just want I want to be out there, and I want people to know. I want people to think, hey, that guy, he's against AIDS. That's what I heard.
Talk with a knife in your neck.
Well, you know something, ladies and gentlemen, probably one of the
That's a rib shot. Welcome in here.
To spell in our American vocabulary is
drug-free, sir.
Word for our young children of today to say, and that is to say no.
Steamboat's looking pretty damn good too, though, right?
I agree with Richard here, Mr. Beelan, that we've got to educate our children. We've got to set forth our educational system to help teach our young kids today about AIDS, about saying no to drugs. But another thing that I must believe in, because I have a little 3-year-old myself, that I also believe that it starts in the home. And it's just as much responsibility for our parents.
Calling out the parents.
And also viewing to educate
that wouldn't go over well at all
to teach
today.
their children from the very first day that they can start to understand our American English language, to educate them to say no to drugs and also be widely aware of the
Welcome in here, Ryan.
AIDS.
Thank you, Ricky. War Eagle. I
Screw
know that
AIDS,
you're a
that's
staunch
right.
anti-drug campaigner. You give speeches in high schools and schools throughout the country. Give us a couple of words.
Well, the best thing I can say is South Atlantic Wrestling is very, very happy to work with the People Against Drugs and AIDS Infections and Mr. Beelan. The biggest thing is for all you young children out there, Ricky couldn't have said any better. Just make sure when someone approaches you, drugs, alcohol, just make sure that you say no. It's a downfall.
Damn, how long did they carve out for this segment right now? They're going in with this. This is way longer than a 30-second
It's
ad.
leading you to nowhere. All the teenagers in high
we want
school,
people to know.
all this pep, the money, the cars, you see all those things. Don't go for it. Work. There's no substitute for hard work. Remember your goals. Remember the goals that you set for yourself. Follow those goals, and that will take you where you want to go, to the stars.
And parents. Richard, parents can play an integral part by showing a lot of concern.
Let's get a wrestling match going.
Involved in athletic activities such as amateur
Yeah,
wrestling.
that's what people
on
sitting on their couches in 1990 watching this were saying.
You've saved yourself a youngster.
This is true. Of course, I want to insert here that to all the youth listening, Professor E, of course, is a drug education rapper. He is the drug education.
Professor E, you say, is his name. A professor drug rapper, huh?
Rapper
it's all coming together.
Professor E has a Cadillac. Professor E also has a limo. Professor E is drug-free. So that tells you that you do not have to use drugs.
I bet he. We've all seen that movie, right? Like the rapper that's all like, yeah, no, drug-free. And the limo in the back, snorting the coke off the fucking hookers' asses. We've all seen it.
To get to the top. Professor E has
Say no
made it
to
to the
AIDS.
top.
Thank you very much, Richard Beeling, the executive director of People Against Drugs.
I remember this time in just culture. Remember MTV, and I was a child. Like I was literally a little kid, and luckily I didn't have like really any restrictions with television. But I remember MTV being every show, everything was about AIDS. AIDS was like the really the big topic.
Your next match. From Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in at 270 pounds, Luther D.
Luther D. making his debut on South Atlantic Pro Wrestling this afternoon.
His opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 231 pounds, Greg Brown.
Oh, and I can tell you that Greg Brown is a tough competitor. We have seen him in action before.
I can't hear it because
this
these things just went out.
We've had a chance to get a look at Luther D, but boy, I'll tell you, the bio that comes with Luther D, champ, is a rather impressive one.
Well, you know, I'm
had these earbuds in.
For sure I'm gonna be
That's
very closely because
actually,
as you know, the
still cool.
stable's in full
Is it going out for anybody else? Is like the sound going in and out?
force. We've got our nasty boys. We've got Maniac
I did hear it there
Matt
for just a
myself,
second.
and we're looking for another man, and Luther D, he might be our man. I'd like to see him win this one.
You are actually looking at Luther D as a possible member of the stable?
That's exactly right. That you know, I've heard about this boy. I've heard that he's got great credentials. Moves around good, you know. I like to find people that can make some changes in. Here's a man right here that needs a few changes.
I'm good.
Makeup. Right there's one of them right there. He moved in a little slow. I need to put a little speed on him. I need to make him more aggressive. If he was in my stable, I certainly would.
Well, I tell you, there's no doubt as to Greg Brown's aggressiveness, but I don't think we've seen the best of Luther D yet. Luther D is a fella that
I think it was just me.
is a tough man and a big man and quick.
Sound is crappy,
for his size.
but at least there is sound. That was had nothing for
Maybe
me.
a little bit too much with Mr. Nice Guy. You got to have that attitude right. You got to go in there and you got to go for it. You got to take those risks. You got to break a few rules sometime. You know what I'm talking about, Ted?
Well, that's not the opinion of Ronnie Hanna. He's the third man in the ring, the referee for this match. Greg Brown unloading right now on Luther D, who appears to be able to take a pretty good shot. And
Chris, welcome in here, dude.
Good shot.
And if you are lucky enough to be a member right now, stud stable emojis in the chat. They're pretty freaking dope. Got Ron Fuller in there.
Up here talking a little earlier with Ricky Steamboat and this Indian Chavez about drugs. In Tennessee, we got to win.
Jesus! That was one of the worst clotheslines I've ever seen in my life.
Mamas and daddies too if they needed it. That's the way we handle it where I came from.
Well, I don't know if that is scientifically proven to be the best way, but if it works for you, whatever it takes to get it.
Oh, wow. What are we watching? This guy is not need to be in the ring. After that clothesline, now we got this.
For you, whatever it takes to get him off of drugs.
I like this boy's raw bone strength. You see right there, he just hossed the man up right out of the middle.
Yeah, let's get this guy to the ring immediately. Holy shit, that was rough.
I'm going to be looking at this boy. I'm going to be talking
Holy
to him.
shit.
Well, that concerns me, champ, but the winner of the match right now is Luther D, and Greg Brown landed square on his shoulder.
Luther D needs to
Landed
go
square on his shoulder there. And I can tell you right
some
now
more reps
that
in, son.
he is not feeling well right now. We can see it on replay. Why don't you describe what happened?
Oh, my Lord. Let me talk over the music right now that I hear. I know that's already going to
He didn't really have a lot going for him, but he just
What the hell was that? I think he was going to. I think he was trying a back body drop.
the shot that he took is a little off.
Also, not 100% sure if that is correct either.
I like this boy.
Sack of shit is what it was. Picked him
Well, we
up
are
and
fortunate
dropped him.
right now to have with us For more stamped envelope to South Atlantic Wrestling, P.O. Box 221269, Charlotte 28222. Stay tuned for more info on South Atlantic Wrestling coming to your area.
That's greener than normal. We've seen some green people on this in this promotion, but that was a bit. Kid Shamrock, let's fucking go. Vince Torelli. He Shamrock to me, baby. Paul Jones. Follow me. Weirdest combo. Been together for months now. One of the top baby faces in the area. Best belly to belly, and that's I'm not a joke. What would he call that?
Butch Malone taking on Vince Torelli, who has been accompanied to the ring.
Oh, look at that rat tail, dude.
His friend, Mr. Paul Jones.
I'd imagine we're going to get a beautiful belly-to-belly in this encounter.
With me at ringside is the champion of the North American Wrestling
Shamrock
Association,
usually,
Mr. Robert
and dude,
Fuller, a surprise.
We only got it for 1 week. Shamrock and Malenko. Whoa. That would have been a fine team if they stuck together.
Maybe you'll change your mind about Paul Jones and his role as a color commentator.
Well, I'm not so sure about it. You know, I feel like I'm really doing a great job out here with you. You know, this is a pretty easy job to do, Ted.
Well, sir, it depends. I must admit you're doing an admirable job this evening, though I disagree with some of the information that you're supplying our viewers.
Well, it's for certain. If you'd watch the monitor a little closer.
What a takedown by Torelli.
There could have been in his shoelaces there a little bit.
Oh, come on now,
keeping my eye out for him to be able to get into his shoelaces there. It looked like he might have been in there.
You know, one of the things that has to be known about Vince Torelli was that he was
him in the club.
Athlete in college. In
that jobber in the club. That rat tail. You kidding me?
They wanted him to play linebacker for him.
Stacking rats.
Up for his first slump, which is professional wrestling. But this man has made it to the finals of the National Badman competition, so he can go downtown, Chuck.
Well, that's true. You know, that's probably the most
Shamrock working the leg.
As far as athletics goes, I don't have much respect for these amateur wrestlers a whole lot because you know,
Rob Fuller. I don't have much respect for these amateur wrestlers.
Well, Torelli, you will find, will work over one specific part of the body, and there he goes again for the left foot of Butch Malone, much to the delight of the crowd, I might say. Great takedown.
Or a cheap shot.
Leon with him so far.
I'm not too impressed with this Torelli.
Well, let's take a look at the strength of Torelli.
There you go. Like Shamrock could have done like some Olympic shit or
something. He just picked up a man that is a good-sized man and lifted him up over his head just like a bag of potatoes, a sack of potatoes. And once again, going to work on that left leg.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, Teddy. He's got a lot of upper body strength there, but in the same token, he doesn't have too much above that upper body. Those brains don't work too good because we offered this gentleman a contract.
I feel like Shamrock during this time would have done well in Japan.
Wouldn't have been able to turn down, and he's taking Paul Jones' advice.
Well,
that's going to cost him in the end.
Seeing the contract myself, I have to admit that was a rather hefty sum, one that compares with any contract I have seen recently signed by any baseball or football player. But I have to respect the man's principles for saying, no, I'm not going to turn my back on my friend. You have to respect and admire a guy who can do that.
I don't understand that at all, Ted. You're out here, you're supposed to be giving people a straight scoop on this thing. Here's a guy who turned down a contract of a lifetime. You should be saying you don't understand how
he is getting worked.
Sometimes you and I, you're right, we don't agree.
I feel like every match of Shamrock is just like whatever he was really working on that week in the gym or wherever he was training. And he's just like, I'm going to show you what I've been doing. It's always good. This half crab, dude. Like, Shamrock definitely had it. Right here.
Half Boston crab, the referee.
It's wild what he would go on to do and then come back to wrestling later.
Once again, Torelli hooks
Shamrock got it. He got it.
They have to break because they're in the ropes. You're watching the best in professional wrestling. This is South Atlantic Wrestling. With me at ringside, Robert Fuller, the North American Wrestling Association heavyweight champion.
He's interesting, for sure. He's really fucking this dude up. Okay, he's just going to throw him up into a powerbomb. Oh my, whoa, shit, what the fuck was that? I don't think the guy knew what was going to happen, if I'm going to be honest. I don't think Shamrock or that guy called shit. I think Shamrock just said, I'm going to see what I can do with this motherfucker. And dropped him right on his fucking head. Oh my God.
Well, I must be fair and impartial.
That was insane. And also awesome at the same time. That was some Steiner shit right there.
Champ, I could not see it, and I'm
Except
watching
weirder.
the same match that you're watching. I didn't see him grab the tights.
I would bet you anything that Paul Jones gave
Hey,
him
welcome
maneuver.
in.
He told him when you get your man up high in the air like that, just take hold of a handful of tights and get your leverage with the tights.
Oh, that's a rat tail.
No doubt that Paul gave him
That's a
the
fine
maneuver to
ass.
dispute the fact that
Fine
it was
ass
illegal.
rat tail,
Right
too.
here. We felt that up here. We didn't just see it. We felt that up here. And Butch Malone right now has to be looking for a gas station.
He really can. Wow. Snap suplex.
You couldn't say there he didn't have hold of the man's tights.
Perfectly legal. How else do you deliver a suplex like you just
There
did?
again, we disagree. In Nashville, that would not have been legal at all.
Interesting, Frizzy Fizzy.
A reverse slam.
There was a
And
little bit
Butch
of something from
Malone
JR's
right now,
book.
much the worse for wear. The tides certainly flowing in Vince Corelli's favor.
Thanks, Ember. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a good Sunday.
He's just trying to torture the man right here. He's got him down. He's giving him the...
Nice drop kick. Caught him right on the chin, and he also didn't kill the guy.
As he gets back to
That
his
was
feet, he
pretty nice.
He knew that
And he just
hit
gets
the
better.
post
We've been watching him
square
for a
on the
few
nose with
months
drop
now.
kick. That's textbook, champ. That's the way they teach it. That's the way he executed it.
He really is. He's just like showcasing everything he's been learning.
the man and beat him after the first maneuver. That right here, it's clear. Paul Jones again has had an act in this
Here we go.
because he's told him torture this man.
Beautiful belly to belly, dude. That's such a fun move, though.
Because he's told him torture this man.
Man, I love that. Always looks incredible the way Shamrock throws that.
This one belongs to Vince Corelli. A great belly-to-belly supply. Let's take a look at that on our slow-motion instant replay. And you tell me if he was holding on to the tights. Let's look at it right there, champ. No tights
Hanging on to
there.
the tights?
No
I don't think
tights
so.
there.
Look at this guy. This guy just got his ass whipped. Just got threw around. I love that they give the matches some time, though. I say that every week, but it's a fun promotion. I like that we have champs. Let's get a middleweight title. See what we get by the end of the year. Getting close now.
Matt Bourne up next.
Matt Bourne, Eric Cooper. Oh shit! Fuck! Now that song fucked me.
Eric Cooper's going to be in
Rick
the ring with
Cooper.
your buddy right now.
His
Eric
opponent
Cooper's about to
from
get his
Dallas,
dick
Texas,
beat in.
weighing in
Matt
at
Bourne didn't been fucking
245
around.
pounds, the Maniac, Matt Bourne.
No telling what could happen here now. I can assure you that Ronnie Hanna has his hands full.
Now listen at this crowd scream for Matt. They love the stable and they love
It's
Maniac
not stable.
Matt Bourne.
Remember
I'm
Matt
not quite
Bourne.
so sure, champ, that the cheers were for Matt Bourne. Those sounded like well-placed boos. But that's not necessary.
He was doing
He's like, I'm just gonna do everything to you. If you don't mind. Yes, like, do you mind if I do? He's like, whoa, buddy. Calm
Still
down,
in
friend.
Tennessee, Robert Fuller.
Yes, in Tennessee, Matt would have gotten away with that, I'm sure.
Collar and elbow, each man testing each other for leverage and balance into the rope.
Let's get to beat the hell out of jobbers here in North Carolina. That's what's going on here in North American Wrestling Association.
Maniac, Matt Bourne.
You'd like to come on down and work for us a little bit. You can beat the absolute holy hell out of these young boys down here.
And that's the end of it, Ted.
Excellent
I mean-
maneuver there, I have to say, from Matt Bourne, who, no matter what we say about him, is an excellent wrestler.
Hell, he's a young
Damn, that knife edge was
he's one of the hottest stars to ever come out of Texas.
Dude, yeah, they're taking him. They're beating the piss out of him.
He's won it all. Matt's been there, boy.
Boom.
He's the type of guy that takes the match to you. He can torture you. He can hurt you. He's scared a lot of guys from out of wanting to win a match.
Frankly, Robert, I understand
That's a shoot
as a
from
great
Robert.
athlete. What I have a problem with is the tactics. An athlete of his caliber shouldn't.
I've heard that a bunch.
Well, he likes it rough. You know,
A lot of wild stories with him being an absolute dickhead in the stories.
Now, right here, he's trying to teach this young man a lesson. Here's a young man obviously not ready for the ring. He's a little bit heavy. He's out of
It seemed
weight.
like he always was kind of battling with some inner demons. I know he had substance abuse problems.
Matt out there teaching this young man a lesson.
And I loved him.
What he's doing right now.
I think that added to the, it's not great, but it added to whatever lore and character that we have, we can look back on now, but it's not ideal.
Carolina, and they're going to allow these judo chops and karate. Now, there's
Remember when he came like randomly back to the Indies and he was posting that shit on the internet, like what, late 2010s, with the doink face paint on, crazy as hell. Acted weird. He did that shoot. Had that shoot situation with Hacksaw Jim Duggan on an indie show. 2010-ish.
It's humiliation at its best.
See, he's giving him a chance right now. He's telling him, he's giving him a chance. He's saying, come on, young man, get up and wrestle me. A lot of guys would take advantage of him while he's down, but Matt...
That's what we're building towards now, it seems like.
Are you missing the boots to the
Damn good
kidneys
one.
and the
We
boots
did
to
it
the
here on
back of the head?
TV.
Is that giving a guy a chance to
Well,
get
I didn't observe any boots to the kidneys or the back of the head. I just saw him trying to help the young man up.
With help like that, you certainly don't need enemies.
See, now the man's got himself twisted in the ropes, and again, Matt's trying to free him from the ropes. I love this, Matt. I'm glad to have him in the stable. He's a true friend.
Well, they say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and I guess action in the ring likewise. Maniac Matt Bourne completely ignoring the instructions of Montana.
He got him free from the ropes, you know. Now, there was a man tied up in the ropes. He's obviously in a great deal of danger, and Matt freed him from the ropes. That's true sportsmanship.
I guess he was giving him an eye exam there while he was down on the ground as well. Double
the
chicken
wing
wing suplex.
He's giving him a little wrestling lesson
On
right
his
here.
head. No. Nicely done.
Wow. I have to admit one thing, Mr. Fuller.
That's it?
He's a powerful individual.
No.
Now,
They like to lift them up here, the
explain
hills.
that to me.
A chance to further the
He ain't
young
done
man's
with them
career
yet.
just a little bit right there.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll advance the Orton storyline at all.
Instead, he gave this young man a
That one's
chance
that got
to
me
be
intrigued for
somebody.
sure.
He has a chance now.
Especially when we went out last week with
change this thing around and make a name for himself.
they being so pissed that Orton got the win in that six-man.
Eric Cooper is fit to be
Depends on how you
pinned.
see it. Depends on how you see it, Ted.
He is hurting right now. Eric Cooper could have been pinned.
Well, I'll tell you what, Matt is going to get a little deterred with this young man in a minute. He's going to get mad at him, and when he does, then, you know, I'm not going to be to blame for what happened.
Yeah, stepping on his throat.
Get up and fight. He wants him to fight back. The young man needs to get himself in shape. He's a little heavy around the waist right there. It's obvious he's got a bad attitude about things. Matt's giving him a little attitude adjustment. That's what you want to do, son. You want to fight back a little so you get that man. That's always good for a little excitement, Ted.
Here we go.
I can say one thing.
Fire it up, baby. Here we
He
go.
is definitely giving Matt Bourne a taste of his own medicine right
He's using
now.
the fist. He's using the ball up fist. Now, right now, Tennessee.
Oh! That's how you throw a clothesline.
He's using the ball up fist. Now, right now, Tennessee.
Damn! Called all of that, too. Where he kind of slipped out, like somehow that made it way worse. Because, like you see, it looked like he was supposed to send him on into maybe the corner there, but watch, he slips out. Boom. Boom! Decks him with that thing. Shit.
And Eric Cooper ran right into it. And
He's going to put him to sleep.
It's a variation of the python, the cobra.
He applies it so well, too.
This cuts off the flow of blood to the carotid artery.
These are fun matches.
You know, this is like a sleeper. The only difference in this and your other sleeper is this supplies a lot more pain. Matt
That's
enjoys
true.
that.
Well, I'll tell you right now that Eric King is in another kingdom right now, my friend. Eric Cooper
Let's
is
see if we
in
get the
another
Nasty
kingdom.
Boys on this episode, maybe the
It's all
next.
over.
But again, it can't be long. Again, I mean, they're going to WCW here soon. Even WWF even right after that. By the end of the year. And we're already in the closing parts of the year here, in the last quarter almost.
That this is uncalled
Crazy.
for. And there you see the Maniac signaling to his friend.
He just
Robert
fucked
Bourne.
him up with that clothesline, dude.
That
That was one of the stiffest I've seen in this promotion since we started.
We bring you the finest in professional
Keep rolling here this
wrestling
week again. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Appreciate
And
it.
I can tell you right now,
Do this right here every Sunday night, 6 Eastern.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And after we get through this year, we'll see what we do next. See if we head back to Memphis or anything else I might be able to find. Another year in time and space within pro wrestling.
Yeah, that's true. You know, he's a guy I'm watching very closely.
Oh, shit, fuck these songs. Fucking me up this week. I'm usually on point with that shit. Mike, Crew, something.
He and Curtis Thompson will be going toe-to-toe on this one, and I can assure you we're going to be in for a great match.
I believe you got two muscle-up guys. Look like they're in fantastic condition right
There you
here.
go.
You could see it's pretty good action out of these two fellas.
Oh, you know, they say that Curtis Thompson is in love, champ. He's in love with himself.
Well, from what I've seen of him, he has pretty good reason to be proud of himself. He's a man who wins most of his matches.
Dude, everybody's like, I need an MC Hammer song.
Like I said, terrific condition. I think he has reason.
He's narcissistic attitude has certainly contributed to his success. I got to tell you that he believes in himself, and I guess you have to if you're going to be a winner. You're an obvious exponent of that, being the North American Wrestling Association heavyweight champion.
Well, that's true. You got to believe in yourself. You see, the young man right there had him in the corner instead of breaking the hold and backing off like he did. He's going to pause for time or what have you, and that kind of perturbed Curtis there a little bit, and he's obviously unhappy about it.
Well, the referee, Byron Richard, called for the break. And, of course, Curtis
had Firebreaker Chip for the last 3 weeks now, something like that.
You know, Ted, I didn't see any shortcut there. You know, he took
Still not really over. Not the biggest fan personally here.
Pay attention to Surovic, because I tell you,
I've only seen his face work in WCW with Firebreaker Chip.
He's
not doing it for me.
Themselves in trouble, and I recall Colt Steele being beaten by Spike of the Bulldogs in 13 seconds of our North American Heavyweight Championship tournament, all because he wasn't paying attention to what was happening in the ring.
Luke, welcome in here.
Some of the funniest things. I don't remember that.
This pink tights are super tight.
Square in the chin of Surovic. Not even responding to the warning.
Oh shit! Damn, dude.
Not even responding to the warnings by the
That looked like a pure fucking just shoe with taking him down with a hair like that. I mean, that was nasty. God damn, son.
Take leverage with the hair like that. To take hold of his head, and at the same token, he got hold of his hair. If he was up here right now, he'd probably give you an apology for that, Ted.
I have just been handed a note here. That you have purchased on South Atlantic Wrestling. You have purchased time.
Well, I guess you realize now it's been finalized that in the future, and certainly starting next week, you will see a special part of your program, which will be called the Stud Stable. I'll be handling that myself.
Please.
Dude, he's being rough as fuck with this guy.
When we all formed our company, the Stud Stable, we were going to program, which will be called the Stud Stable. I'll be handling that myself.
Damn, dude.
You know, I told the boys when we all formed our company, the Stud Stable, we were going to be making some moves on this company.
This is just heavily. I mean, they do a lot of squashes, but damn.
We have a better way of doing things, I think. You know, having me out here as commentator, you should realize by now.
Brutal squashes in this app. So Donald, welcome in here.
That did not work, and that is a tribute to the power of Curtis Thompson's legs. They wouldn't give.
Stud Stable emojis for members. Also, if you become a member here, you get early access to new videos when they drop.
And Surovic is stunned.
I think he took the breath out of him pretty good. He got him with a kick right there.
Oh, shit.
The solar plex.
Damn, he hit those ropes terribly. That looked like it hurt. Look at the way he hits these ropes. Shit, dude. I think he's pissed because this guy can't work. I mean, they're just picking dudes off the street to come in here and get their ass kicked. Is what I'm thinking right now.
Powerful individual.
Teddy's a great sportsman too. As you see right there, he's using sportsmanship to his advantage there, and he's a great sportsman. I happen to know him personally. I haven't known him long, but since getting to know him, he's a fine fella, a great sportsman.
Well, he's working on that shoulder right now, and we know what that leads to. And he is
really
serious damage
fucking this guy up, son.
Well, those of you that have been in athletics for a while know how painful that can be.
Yeah, it can be very painful. You know, that's part of being in this business. If you want to be a professional wrestler, you better get ready to.
I'm afraid what he's going to do with this guy in the corner.
Or you're going to get hurt. First match out.
Oh.
There's no need for that.
Firebreaker Chip gonna make me like him being this stiff. Let's go.
Casing of the ring, and Surovic is hurt. Surovic is hurt right now, and I'm not so sure that Byron Richard shouldn't put this match to an end right now. He's
obviously done something to Curtis there that's got him mad, and Curtis is trying to take over on him a little bit, show him a lesson here.
Well, you can see Surovic swinging wildly there, obviously in pain, favoring that shoulder, and now Curtis has him down to the ground, and he's working on that shoulder, and he does submit. This match belongs to Curtis Thompson, the U.S. male. Curtis
Thompson, the U.S. male. American males.
Wisconsin, and don't go away because coming up next,
he was beating the hell out of that guy, right? Like, you could be a wrestler. Come on down. Here we go. This will be a good one. All right, let's get these cats to the ring before we get a copyright. Got the Bulldogs, aka the Pit Bulls. We got Colt Steel coming back out. Tommy Landell. So let's go.
Happy that Colt Steel has turned his back.
Funny if the Bulldogs were like, you know what, we're doing MC Hammer this week.
That this guy does not fit in at Venice Beach, champ. I'm sorry, I have to disagree with you.
I don't know how you could possibly say that, Ted. Again, we disagree because here's a man right here who looks like to me he's born on the surfboard. I mean, take a good look at him.
I have taken a good look at him, and that's what I base my opinion on. I got to tell you, though, and due credit to this guy, an outstanding football player during his college career. And you could look at
Job
him.
main. Looks like we get a legit main tag action.
But the guy is an intense competitor, and being a former North Carolina powerlifting champion and now ranked among the world's best.
Been digging some Colt Steel since we've started this. He's fine.
Well, that's for sure.
It's a good hill.
There's two guys in there for sure that'll break the rules anytime they get a chance to. You got the Bulldogs in there. I happen to know because the Nasty Boys are great friends of mine, Knobs and Sags, two of the greatest guys you'd ever want to meet in your life. I'll tell you, they're genes of the guys, and they've told me some things about these Bulldogs. It's hard to believe, and I'm going to be watching very closely these guys because I happen to know from what I've been told they'll break any rule in the game.
Well, they're a rough, tough deucing, but they have not done anything that has not been done to them. And if you're basing this on the word of Knobs and Sags, sir, I'd say check the credibility of your witnesses.
Hey, if you think I don't know the credibility, those are fine guys, and they're good friends of mine, and I appreciate it if you wouldn't sit here and talk bad about it.
Colt Steel powering that knee into the back of the neck of Spike of the American Bulldogs. Their goal, the North American Wrestling Association Tag Team title belts.
You know, this is weird, right? They got these children around the ring right now barking like a bunch of dogs. Here's two guys going in the ring going whoop, whoop, whoop. You know, that's kind of...
Does it happen in 90? I'm not going that far out of, you know. We just go by the years here. I think there's a little bit of 91 and 92, but this is episodic pretty well, at least halfway through 90. So I'll take this one. I love this one video here. That'd be great. I like Scotty Riggs too, though. Scotty Anton.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They got these children out here.
His name is.
It's up to me. I'd shut it up and stop it right now.
Monkey rolls. You've learned those in football practice, and they were just applying those right now. And the intimidation has kept Landell and Colt Steel outside of the ring.
I hate the Bulldogs' gear. I don't know why. It just annoys me. I think it's the long, weird pants. Like, remember when Triple H would wear those in like 04 or 05-ish? The trunks with the long tights underneath that go in like the knees. Oh wow,
Well, sir, in defense of Ronnie Hanna, he has done a tremendous job in his stint with South Atlantic Wrestling. Very respected among his peers.
Back elbow by Tommy Landell. Tommy Landell got a little mullet rocking too now. This is mullet central. Everybody's got a little bit of hair. There's different levels to that shit. That's the thing about the mullets during this time. How committed are you to that thing?
I think it is if you throw the elbow in there. Got the back of his tights there. Clearly has the back.
Oh, and you know they've stopped doing that fucking shoulder breaker that ruled. That shoulder breaker is one of the coolest tag moves I've ever seen.
Clear case of double teaming right there, Ted.
Nice snapmare takedown, and there is that foot right at the top of the forehead.
Ted, what'd you say this referee's name is again? I'd like to write it down here on my list because I'm going to be reporting some of these. This Ronnie Hanna, you might not be seeing around here too long.
That's
if you
right.
can get control of these
That's
matches.
what I was questioning.
Well, I think he's got this match under perfect control, my friend. Great drop kick.
Another case of double teaming. It's clearly a double teaming out there, Ted.
Sir, that was a great execution. That showed fantastic teamwork that can only be developed from time in the ring and time in the gym together.
I don't agree with that at all. I think that's Ronnie Hanna's fault in there. He should get one man out of the ring. You make a tag, get one man out. If you saw me and Matt Bourne in there, as a tag team. You see the Nasty Boys in there. You don't see that type of double teaming. We do it Tennessee style.
Bulldog Rex making the tag right now with
These guys, I feel like they're going to get the tag straps before that year is over. Especially when the Nasties disappear.
Hearing that from you, sir, after viewing you in the ring many times. I am surprised that you are calling for a disqualification for such
Oh, yeah. I love that.
I hope you're not going to start on me now.
Yeah, Nacho Man's awesome. He'll pop in here now and then.
You're going to start on me.
Well, now that you bring it up, I have to say that I have to question.
He's got a super dope chin.
Again, double teaming right in front of the referee's face, and all he says is out of the ring, young man. Boy, I'd be dusting some britches. Me and that referee would have it by now.
Well, there you see, that was a perfect tag.
Oh, damn.
The legal man in the
Just
ring
lost his
is
footing
Spike
there, trying
right
to
now.
take his head
Bulldog
off.
Spike coming down with 250 pounds on his neck, and Landell is in trouble.
Starts to make me wonder how much these Bulldogs paid that referee. I'm starting to wonder now. Anybody that double teams that much, don't even get reprimanded for it.
Well, you can see that Landell and Colt Steele obviously do not have that experience of working together. Obviously a maneuver that went wrong there.
Yeah, he obviously didn't hold him up there long enough for
I'm not sure that was needed, but icing on top, that leg drop. Nice little main here after a squash central. I mean, that's always squashes on here, but this was particularly violent squash matches this week on NAWA.
Somewhere down the line, that title may very well switch
Oh, the Nasties are still there. Stud stable emojis, baby. Let's go. I love this. So good.
One thing I want to be able to say right now again to all the people that next week there's going to be a stud stable part where you're going to get an opportunity to see the stud give his point of view every week here on the show. I'll have the boys here with me when we come out. You guys do great, guys. You know, Rob, you promised us.
Damn, we're going to be going into September 8th, 90. Big thanks everyone coming in here tonight. Again, we do this every Sunday night at 6 Eastern. There we go. Boom. Let's go into September 8th. 90. NAWA. It's been a fun Verona show. Of course, we've done the entire year of 1989. CWA. If anybody would like to go back and watch all those, that's a lot of content. And if you're new here and you haven't watched all these are super fun. There's been a lot of wild shit. And also, if you go and check out my shorts and TikToks, I try to clip anything really weird or crazy or any botches, cool moments randomly. I'll put them on
the South Atlantic Wrestling. I'm Ted Webb. My partner at ringside today will be the living legend, Mr. Paul Jones.
Paul Jones. Oh my God! Well, now we got more people selling some more stuff here.
Great. I'm excited about tonight. I understand you have a 1 hour.
I love Ted Webb, Double D, Double B.
We're going to be seeing the Tennessee stud Robert Fuller, the NWA Heavyweight Champion. We'll see the Nasty Boys in action. You'll see a host of the best professional wrestling talent in America. And before we get underway, I want to bring on a guy that really has done a fantastic job. The Executive Director of Parents for a Drug-Free Youth, Mr. John Kroll. How are you?
Doing great tonight. Pleasure to be here.
Hey, specifically drug-free. I don't do the AIDS thing. Not doing the AIDS thing. I'm the drug guy. Just drug-free. I know there's one guy that does both. That's not me.
Tell us something about graduation, Project Graduation.
Project Graduation is a wonderful celebration for high school kids in our area to celebrate in an alcohol and drug-free environment. We got the largest one in the country.
Tell you what, I hear you're doing a great job, an admirable job, and we got to start with them when they're young.
It's all for these guys right here. They're very much worth it.
I tell you what, we will be working in association with you throughout the future, and I can tell you that it's a partnership we're very proud of.
Pleasure doing business with you. We're real excited about what the Wrestling Association is doing for us, and it's going to be a great partnership.
You ready for some action?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let us turn it over to the ring right now, where it's going to get hot and heavy.
There we go. Nasty Boys coming out. Let's get them on down here.
Team action.
These guys.
Opponents, Bo Reagan.
Okay, Bo Reagan and who?
Their opponents from Manning, South Carolina, weighing 228 pounds.
Bo Reagan. Familiar with him.
North Carolina, weighing in at 240 pounds. William
So I'm not really sure who William Ford is, at least here in NAWA, but we've seen Bo Reagan tons of times, and they don't know what to do with Bo Reagan. Like, they kind of want to get behind him, they kind of want to push him, but he's just not ready, obviously, either. He's stuck in a weird little spot. Tried to put him with Ken Shamrock at one point.
The nastiest pair that
Clearly not.
I've seen so far. I'll be honest with you, I'm a little more impressed watching them together than I am watching the champion Robert Fuller team up with Matt Bourne.
Oh, that's exactly right. Well, you notice here, Ted,
the Nasties are still here. Second week of September.
The average guys that they've been beating up.
Only tag champs
thus far.
You may see
a big surprise here in this match, Ted. You mentioned Fuller and Bourne. Well, these guys are all they're all in cahoots, and you know they're all in stud stables, so we can't expect too much out of them.
Byron Richard, the referee for this event, into the ring is the man they call Sags.
Reagan wearing around the
white trunks. And these guys have gone and defended this belt all over the
thanks,
South
Pope.
Atlantic
Appreciate
area.
it. Yeah, Fahey's works here.
Turned down challenges from anybody, though frankly,
appreciate that.
Concerned about the American Bulldogs.
Oh, exactly. You know, ever since they hit this area, the American Bulldogs have been hot on their trail, and then they won the World Tag Team belts, and the Bulldogs by beating the Nasty Boys, Ted, they would get a double treat. They would eliminate the Nasty Boys and also get the icing on the cake, which is the belts.
Great talking to John Kroll from Parents for a Drug-Free Youth. They're the ones behind Project Graduation, and of course last week we talked to Richard Beelan for People Against Drugs and AIDS Infections, and we at South Atlantic Wrestling are certainly going to do our part to spread the word to say no to drugs. Bo Reagan into the ring, collar and elbow with a man they call
I'm just taking the piss out of it.
Into the ropes.
That's honestly pretty cool. I mean, not sure how effective those programs are, but shit.
Yeah, he is.
What else can you do, right?
He's aggressive. And,
remember the DARE programs when I was growing up at school?
You can see we look for a lot.
I imagine we just made fun of them, but I don't know.
The ring again into the corner, and on the break, Sags firing away and ramming his head into the turnbuckle. And I'll tell you what, these guys stop at nothing. Byron Richard continues to count.
Back then, they did mix marijuana in with heroin, so it is kind of hard to take
and
and see.
Sags is completely oblivious to the fact that he's
These things aren't
violating the
really
rules.
the same.
Reagan with a great reversal says, "You want to go downtown? Eat some of this."
Shit, Reagan going to get a little offense in here. Oh, shit, he got his head taken off. That's what I love about this promotion. They'll just come in with one on you. They'll just give you a lariat real quick. Oh, nicely done, Sags.
Reagan would caught in that standing lariat, and Bo Reagan is in trouble right now.
Classic nasty move. These dudes will get pretty dirty.
The North Atlantic Wrestling Association Tag Team Champions are administering the punishment now, Paul.
You know, Ted, Nasty Boys, this is what they're great at. That's double teaming and keeping a man over there in their corner and keeping him off his feet.
Oh, yeah. I believe so.
Pounds, Paul. So, you know, you're going in there against a massive force.
Nasty's would control an opponent with the old nostril pull.
We might see an upset here today.
Well, I'll tell you right now, an upset on television would certainly be a great blow to the Nasty Boys' ego. And I might say that they were beaten on TV about a month ago by the Bulldogs.
Well, that's right. I think one of their biggest thorn in the side is the Bulldogs. And I'll tell you, if anybody is a top contender, the Bulldogs are. If they watch it, they're going to lose this belt.
Well, I'll tell you, when you wear the strap, everybody in the world wants a piece of you, and that's no exception here.
Well, you know, Ted, whenever I was champion numerous times, you know, it's always in the back of my mind, there's only one way to go, and that's down, and everybody's shooting at you.
Well, you can see right now that these guys like wearing the strap. They know it means extra money, extra prestige, more television coverage. The magazines want to interview you. The newspapers want to interview you. So they go that extra mile to protect that belt.
Well, they got Ford in trouble here. And you notice, Ted,
yeah, Ford, yeah, I'm not sure we may have seen Ford.
No doubt about it. They've got more to lose, Paul.
That's exactly right.
Into the turnbuckle goes William Ford.
Oh, shit, we're coming up close to the finish here, though.
Landing square on his chest.
Not going to be long at all.
Now is stunned.
Bob's already probably going to set him up for the power slam into the elbow drop. Nasty's finish.
National Safety Council ought to investigate these guys here. He's got him up for that power slam, and the tag is made. The legal man in the ring.
Here we go.
Sags, and there is Sags climbing up on the top rope, getting ready to do the nasty swan dive. And here he comes.
Oh.
300 plus pounds from the top rope. This one belongs to the Nasty Boy. The winners of this
Nasties.
match, Knobs and Sags, the North American.
Seen so much of the Nasty Boys from the early days now within this year.
Let's take a look at this on instant
been
replay
pretty
on our
fun
slow
to
motion
watch.
camera, Paul. Give us an idea of what this feels like.
We're right here, Ted. This is also painful. It knocks the wind out of you, and it's almost
lays into him with that
premeditated. 1, 2, 3.
flying
Right there
elbow
in
to
the
the
middle of the bread
midsection.
basket. Don't go away. We have a new addition to South Atlantic Wrestling.
I haven't seen the pit stop
It's
cue.
something they call the stud stable.
I think it's
with
just before they
Tennessee
start the
stud
pit stop. I
Robert
think they
Fuller
probably start doing that in
will have a
WWF.
special guest or two. I can't wait to see this.
Maybe WCW. I don't really remember.
Week,
It's like they had their own original music there.
Champion Robert Fuller has purchased this time on South Atlantic Wrestling, and we're being led to believe that this is called what, the Stud Stable?
That's right, that's right. You know, I'm a man of my word, and I promised that I was going to come out here. Not only was I going to have a special...
He's going to sing us a damn song. Here we go.
Which I would be doing some commentating. You know, after last week, everybody's been wanting to hear more of my commentation, and I said I'd have the boys out here. Here they are. Here's the champs right here, and I got Matt Bourne, one of the finest wrestlers of all time. We've got some surprises for you people today. Before we get started, let's get Luther out here. Luther D. Get Luther D out.
Luther D was the worst last week. My God.
Just last week on this program, that we decided that Luther would be a good man for our company.
I feel like
We
they're
went
gonna
and
bust this
talked to him.
guitar
We haven't
on
got
Luther
anything
Sandro.
signed with him right now, but I think we're going to be able to. Luther, right now, I want you to take a look at that right there. Go on, son. Come on, boy, open that up and have a look at it.
These are $100 bills.
That's right.
Lord.
Them are $100 bills. That's exactly what they are. Woo. You know what that is?
What is it?
That's icing on the cake. That wallet right there is your wallet. What's mine is yours. You understand?
My wallet?
That's icing. What I want to do now, I want to show him the cake. Come on, man, open it up. Can you read, boy?
Of course I can. I'm not going to be your boy.
Dude, Rob Fuller always taking... Dude, in Memphis, he did a lot of racist stuff with different black wrestlers.
I want you to have a good look at it. While you do, I'm going to sing a little song, guys, because I promised them I was going to. I wrote this song.
There was a little crazy storyline with Brickhouse Brown that I was watching. I think it was from 88?
I want you to listen to the words very carefully. I know that someday you're going to want it.
Dude, he was all over the country, though. That's what's interesting about this time. Fuller was working, brother. Getting that heat. Dude, he's going to 100% hit him with that guitar.
I think it's good.
You like it?
I love it.
You like it?
I like it.
Look at your wallet again now.
Shut your face.
It's pretty good to you, don't it?
Woo, yes. This is good to anybody. I can do a lot of good things with this.
All right. Get a pencil out here.
Ooh. Ooh, credit cards too.
Wait a minute now.
Ooh.
Credit card. Can you believe this guy?
Ooh. Lord have mercy.
Listen, son, them credit cards are yours. You just get the pictures out of there when you get it in the back. Give me the pictures back. You got the wallet, credit cards, money and all. Sign the contract
All
right now.
right. Give me a pen. I'll sign it. I'll
Shit, he
sign it.
said.
You know it's a big moment for you, Luther. This is the biggest thing you'll ever do right here. Put it up there. Spin it right now.
Fucking Knobs. Use my back. Use my back.
I like this.
Hope he
Matt.
sticks the pin in
Just
his
a big
back.
moment for Luther here.
We got this boy, huh? You going to the
Go ahead and ride it, Luther. Let me see it. He's got it. He's got it. Luther.
Damn, Luther actually is in the stud stable. Hey, they may do the same storyline that I'm even thinking from Memphis in
I'm going
'88.
to go out with finishing up the rest of the song.
Oh, finish it up, Robert.
And although...
Because you saw that racial tension there for just a moment, dude. Rob Fuller's character really lays into that, and I bet he continues to do that. And it's going to be really good stuff.
We'll get along somehow, and then we won't
Because at the end of it, Luther will have us come up to Uppance and definitely. But still, it's going to be rough. It's going to be crazy. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. Appreciate it. Every Sunday night, 6 Eastern, we're doing this right here. NAWA, right here. Wrestle Plunge. Make sure you have the bell clicked. And, yeah, don't forget. Still got a couple of weeks left here. Trying to get through 90 before we figure out what we're doing next.
Stay tuned for more info on South Atlantic Wrestling coming to your area.
A lot of folks hanging out. Appreciate it. If you haven't hit that like yet, please do so as well. Helps us out. Shit, the royal family got Jack Victory. Jacko Victory.
Jacko Victory going at it alone tonight right here on South Atlantic Wrestling. And this will be the first time we've seen him go solo.
Holy shit, Lisa in the YouTube chat. What's up, Lisa?
Weighing in at 240 pounds from Charlotte, Brian Johnson.
Usually holding it down over on Twitch. There ain't really nobody ever on Twitch. Twitch is a rough one. I've been streaming, but I think you got to put a lot more time in with lives on Twitch to really get in the algorithm. And YouTube's a little bit kinder in that regard.
Rip Morgan.
I'll tell you, let's see what he has to offer.
Who is his opponent here?
A single competition.
Rough, tough competitor. And he, one half of the royal family. You've seen the royal family 100 times, and you know these guys ask for no quarter and give none.
Well, that's right, and but I don't look for Jacko to go out and try to start a fight with more than one person tonight without his co-partner.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Disturbing news, very disturbing news tonight was to see the addition of Luther D to the stud stable, Paul.
Well, you know, Ted, I don't know. Usually, you can see what's coming next, and I don't know what's going through that devious mind of Robert Fuller. I really don't know.
Devious mind.
I mean, it just seems like right at the 50-yard line, and he runs up the bleachers.
God, he's really good.
And it'll be interesting to see what he has in store for Luther.
Nice arm drag takedown by Brian Johnson. And Jacko going for the corner, but his partner wasn't there. See, that's one of those habits you form when you wrestle as a tag team, and then all of a sudden you're in there alone. I don't think that the confidence level is as high.
Well, that's right. This is do or die. If you're going to do it, you got to do it on your own in this situation here. And and like a few years ago when Ricky Steamboat and I were wrestling tag team champions, world tag team champions, we're traveling around, and you sort of you get in a situation where you depend on your partner, and I think this is a situation he's in now.
Well, there's a nice knee and a right to the face, and Brian Johnson's in trouble right now. Jacko,
right.
Obviously trying to send a message.
He looks solid. I mean, he looks like he's well put together.
One, but he powers out. Ronnie Hanna, the referee for this event.
It looks like he knows what he's doing. Okay.
Family, Jacko Victory.
But sometimes, you're never going to get the greenest of green, or you're going to get somebody that knows what they're doing in there.
In a stable.
Seems like there's no middle ground.
We're putting together great support. I mean, we don't have to go out and look for guys. We don't
Fired
have to
up, tell you that much.
And we don't have to have them sign contracts. They're coming on board, just offering us their.
I wonder what happened to a lot of these guys that
advice, but they're
kind of just get lost in the shuffle, especially during this time when a lot of stuff was disappearing because of Vince, and they have really just a couple of places to work.
Vince Torelli, and you saw the contract, was offered a great deal of money to sign with a stable, and he just flat told him, forget it, money doesn't buy me. You can't buy that friendship, that trust, that love that I have with Paul Jones, that respect.
Shot the crowd there.
Vince Torelli.
Well, he's great. I tell you, he's really a manager's dream, and also a great friend. And I tell you one thing else about Fuller. He hasn't seen the last of Steamboat and Jones.
You can bet on that one, my friend.
They're building the hell out of
You can bet on that one.
Steamboat and Fuller.
Hi to Margaret Johnson, who wrote us a nice letter. She watches us and Greenville,
Really
South
hope we get that blow off on TV.
So she loves
Fear
South Atlantic
we
Wrestling. And Margaret, thank you for being a fan, and we love having you watch us every week.
Good arm bar by Brian Johnson.
Well, you can see right now by the response of Jacko Victory that one hurt. That big thunderous elbow coming across the shoulder. You know, right about now is when he misses Rip Morgan the most.
Exactly.
Right about this time, he'd be trying to peel into the corner to make the tag, and there's no one to tag to. We're going to run to the Rock for rescue, and there is no Rock. Into the turnbuckles.
Oh, shit. Bad camera angle, but it looks like he ate all that. He jumped all the way, or went all the way outside of the ring from wrapping around that post. Damn.
A savvy ring general.
Those are thick guardrails.
And right away noticing
See more from like the 80s, especially NWA 80s when they come out.
As soon as the count stops, he's back outside going to work on that elbow again. Boom! Right into that shoulder. Brian Johnson, much the worse for wear right now, Paul Jones.
They would say Martinez.
Arm down, so take advantage, and who knows, he may try for submission on the arm.
Yeah, I think he just threw him so hard he went on out there, Pope.
Curtis Thompson is a powerful.
He was trying to hit that shoulder on the post. Again, the camera angle was terrible, and I'm sure that's what happened. He just kept on trucking, it looks like.
Wearing a title or two.
Well, that's right. I'll tell you one thing, Ted. Curtis Thompson, like him or not, the man has a ton of ability, and he's going to be a big star. He needs the opportunity, and I hope he changes ways and try not to take a shortcut.
In Greenwood, South Carolina tonight, and we're proud to be joined.
Greenville, South Carolina. See, this is really the Carolinas. I've heard him in North Carolina and South Carolina.
He brought his gang with him out here today, and boy, we're working with them. We're definitely interested in seeing youngsters growing up drug-free in America, Paul.
Well, exactly. I tell you, Steamboat made a statement also. You know, it starts in the home, and I'm a firm believer that love in the home will do wonders for kids. And like I mentioned once before, Ted,
I'm gonna work for it.
I feel like that if you're looking, you should find your hero at home, and that's in your father. And people that go out.
Dude, I totally see Pez Watley. Even almost said that at the beginning of the match before I realized it wasn't him. But dude, totally see that. KP.
This is South Atlantic Wrestling, the best in professional wrestling. And I'll tell you what, the competition, the level of competition continues to increase. I am a tad concerned about the balance of power and Luther D signing with a stud stable moments ago.
Well, like I said, Ted, I'm curious to see what Stud's, what his next move is, because I know he's got something up his devious sleeve.
Always, always. I'll tell you what, a more cynical mind, I think you'd have to search to find than what is possessed by Robert Fuller.
Ted, let me ask you something. Did he actually buy time in this program?
He has actually, Paul, out of his own pocket, purchased Stud. He has actually gone and purchased Stud Stable, which is a portion now of South Atlantic Wrestling. And
yeah,
what
they
the
said
guy does
South
during
Carolina.
that time, I am told by the producer, is strictly whatever he wants to do. If he wants to entertain us with his guitar, or if he wants to bring his friends out there and humiliate the opposition, it doesn't matter.
I really liked Pez Watley. Pez Watley was the main event of my first ever live show from 1998. Pez and Boogie Woogie Man in West Virginia. What's up, Zach? Welcome in.
Well, one thing I keep thinking about, Ted, and I don't like it. What if he comes up?
Yeah, this guy's not nearly as good as old Pez. This guy doesn't have. You can still see that this guy's green, but he's competent.
Of the North American Wrestling Association, Paul.
Yeah. Well, he did say that he was going to be controlling this area, wrestling, programming, and everything else.
Well, I certainly would like to think that he does not possess as much
hitting the
power
ropes
as
was
he
crazy.
does. Jacko Victory in the ring against Brian Johnson.
Some of them will get just fucked up by some vets, though.
For the royal family. And I can tell you right now that this guy can wrestle. I mean,
he can. You know, he's staying on that arm and wearing that arm down, and it just
not doing a lot for me here. Again, I don't really like Jack Victory to ECW with Karina.
Johnson is a powerfully built man with big legs, and he planted a couple of those knees into Victory's midsection. Jacko Victory right now, though, the tide flowing in his favor. Off the ropes. Elbow, and Brian Johnson is stunned. Going over for the cover. 1, 2, and he kicks out at the count of 2, but that was a near pin.
Back to that arm.
Yeah. Back to that arm. That same arm that he injured just moments ago outside of the ring. Referee
still stuck here with Victory.
And I got to tell you that the crew is doing a great job tonight. Great camera angles. You are in the ring with Jacko Victory and Brian Johnson. You are there. You can feel the action.
You can feel the action. Ted Webb.
Brian Johnson's face, Paul. That is
Double D, double B, Ted Webb.
Right now.
Man, if he went with that gimmick, he had been on television, I'm telling you. Oh, big back body drop. Jack Victory saying, eat your words, boy.
And Jacko Victory right now.
You're gonna enjoy me tonight. Let's talk a little bit of shit.
And there he is.
Oh, that was kind of brutal.
This could be it. He surprised Brian.
Damn. All right. I did like that finish, actually. I did like that finish.
It is all over. This one belongs to one half of the royal family. Jacko Victory. Paul, let's look at this on instant replay.
Weird gimmick here with this royal family stuff. This is for freaking years. Since like late 88 into early 89. Still doing it here. Almost in the 90s. I know they did it on television with WCW. Good lord. Great. Oh, dude, that was brutal. That was a brutal finish.
1, 2, 3. The winner of this match is Jacko Victory.
Damn, Jack. That's
We got our buddy, the Dragon, Ricky Steamboat in action.
Steamboat, the baby. Trent Knight. I like Knight. This will be a good one. Hell yeah. Nice little jobber match for Steamboat. Let's get Steamboat out. This music will actually will absolutely get triggered. I like Knight. Here we go.
This is a good. Ted, this is a good match. I think that
Paul Jones is having a
Steamboat
stroke.
is going to be tested by Trent Knight. I think Trent Knight can possibly pull something out of his bag of tricks to hurt Steamboat. So Steamboat's going to
get some beautiful arm drags here.
Well, I've seen some classic matches involving Trent Knight, and I can tell you one thing: he gives 100% out there. I question the tactics as well. Great fireman carry takedown. Trent Knight's cagey. He knows where the gas stations are out there in the ring. I mean, he finds himself in trouble. He knows how to get into the ropes.
Well, that's right, Ted. One thing about Trent Knight, this man will test anybody. He'll test anybody. He's not exactly a bully, but he's like a bully. He'll make his move. If he can take advantage of the situation, he sure will.
Now, you just saw Ricky the Dragon Steamboat put Trent Knight about 7.5 feet up in the air with a hip lock takedown. This kid's powerful. A lot of people don't realize that Ricky the Dragon Steamboat missed in North Carolina in 1982.
Exactly. Ted, you said something a minute ago about the fans love Steamboat. They do. They love him, and it's just I enjoy just watching the electricity goes through my body when I see Steamboat walk out, and the people just get excited and cheer and make all that noise.
Well, a rolling reverse cradle, but he got out of it and twisted it, and Trent Knight almost found himself on the canvas.
Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. That whole
Ted, I bet you Fuller
that whole deal.
The rest of his studettes.
Oh wow!
They're back there watching Steamboat like
I love Steamboat.
You bet they are.
I've liked Knight ever since I've seen him here.
And Ted, I told you earlier, we're not through with a stud and his stable. I guarantee you one thing.
No, I can guarantee you one thing myself, that it's going to be a
Steamboat emojis in the chat as well.
That's right, we're on hot pursuit.
You're watching South Atlantic Wrestling.
We got a Steamboat with the weekend
Wrestling Association. You are assured of the
between
professional wrestling.
NWA in '89 and then between WWF and '91. This odd little spot of Steamboat. It's really cool. Oh shit, Trent's going up. It's not going to end well for him. God call.
Backbreaker.
Oh shit, no.
Well, he just poked him in the eye right now.
Nice drop kick by Knight. This guy should have done more, man.
Steamer is stunned.
Most of the money in the chat. Probably Dead Punk saying he had done some jobber stuff. But man,
and lucky to do so.
I like it.
Into the ropes.
If this promotion had a middleweight title, I'd put it on this kid.
Body press. 1, 2.
Oh, nice. We're getting a nice little treat here with this one. Oh, that arm drag is gorgeous. And dude, the way Trent Knight feeds into it is gorgeous.
That's a sign of a champion. That's a sign of a well-conditioned athlete.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Mr. Robert Fuller better not turn his back on this guy, because he's hot on his heels. I spoke to Ricky before the program, and he told me he's a goal-oriented man, and he has that goal of wearing the strap, the North American Wrestling Association Heavyweight Championship, and he said he ain't going to rest until he's wearing it.
Well, that's it. Like I said weeks and weeks ago, Ted, as far as I'm concerned, Steamboat's the uncrowned champion.
Hell yeah,
In the eyes of many, they say that when you give the belt to Robert Fuller, credit maniac Matt Bourne with an assist.
Okay, Trent's gonna get a little bit here. I'll get Ricky just fucking selling his ass off here.
He relieves of the belts, but then the stable will probably just kind of fall apart.
Well, the one thing that he has going for him right now, Paul, to be frankly with you, they're all looking up to him. I mean, they think that the guy's a superhero. He's got the belt, he's got money. He's able to sign these guys and pay them big bucks. Great backdrop by the Steamer.
But you know, you wonder how deep that is. The love goes because.
He got that, but that looked a little weird for just a second. But
where does it
man,
as deep as the wallet, Paul, and
it worked out though.
Friendship that is based on money, any kind of marriage that's based on money is doomed to fail. From the top rope.
That's got to be it.
A great shot to the top of the head of Trent.
He wants to give him the flying cross body. Here we go. It's going to be it. This was a good little match. I enjoyed this one. Damn, hell yeah. Nice. Really enjoyed that.
And the fans are loving it. Ricky, the Dragon Steamboat. Let's look at that in a slow motion instant replay. You're going to see him do a lead.
I'm showing off here a little bit. I have to keep talking through this. Actually, I'm going to just get to this side. Curtis Thompson, Firebreaker Champ, who beat the holy hell out of a jobber on last the last week of this promotion. Oh my God, MC Hammer playing. Who's this dude? Mike Wallace. Let's see what happens with this guy. This guy's a bigger dude.
I know better than that. He's in there against a superior athlete. You can see that Mike Wallace has not missed taking advantage of some of those domino pizza delivery guarantees.
Shit, talking shit about Mike Wallace's weight.
Yeah, I don't think it's
commentary, Ted Webb.
Big guy.
I mean, he's a big motherfucker, dude. Like,
247 pounds of explosive
you can tell he's a stout motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure he could get more cut and he could lose more weight and he could get more, but he's
the pink trunks, the shocking pink trunks.
He'd fuck you up.
This Curtis Thompson recently come back to this area. He was traveling around the world, and I think it was a world of good for him. And he's got a ton of experience, and the biggest thing was that he got a ton of confidence. And I think you know how much confidence he had. You made a statement about him being deeply in love
with himself, the narcissistic one. Ronnie Hanna, your referee for this event. One fall. And, of course, Curtis Thompson not resisting the opportunity to shout back at the audience, telling him to shut up. He's constantly talking with the audience, and I think that that's the one thing that's keeping him from being a champion. He doesn't fully concentrate on what's going on in the ring, Tom.
Well, that's right. You know,
I was interested to see, again, a new guy. Haven't seen this guy before. I was interested to see skill level. It looks like he's going to be pretty green. Looking for everybody's got like a little rat tail or something. Both of these dudes, I didn't even see fucking his rat tail, but they both have little rat tails going on.
That's their prerogative.
Vince Torelli came up with the line of the year.
90 was the year of the mullet, and if you didn't have a mullet, you had a rat tail.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, instead of Curtis Thompson, married Maria Shriver because they would have been divorced by now. It would have started with an argument of who.
Oh, European uppercut.
Get out of the way, Maria. I can't see myself.
Oh, wow. He loves to throw a jobber into the ropes as brutally as possible and let them deal with it. Because I mean,
would have been hurt.
Right?
A smaller guy would have been hurt. Maybe some of that.
Last week he was doing that shit, man.
Because he hit those ropes hard.
Well, he did. You know, he come right back in. I wonder what it's going to take to make a man.
I don't know, but he's going to have to exhibit a little more aggressiveness if he hopes to stand any chance of beating Curtis Thompson right here on South Atlantic Wrestling. Curtis doing a little fingernail job across the.
What color is that?
Mike Wallace.
That purple, is it like?
He's got a little streak of
lavender? Is it lavender and black?
This guy.
You just wait till the lavender and black attack hits you, brother.
And Here's a guy that doesn't have to use these tactics, Paul. That's what makes you so darn mad, you know?
That's right. I personally know he has a ton of wrestling ability, but it goes back to the old thing, you know, just the shortcut.
He's just got... Simi knows how to hit the ropes correctly, right? Ooh, last week hit the ropes all crazy.
Then that's the way they want to go.
Well, you look at the guy's body and you know that he doesn't take any shortcuts in the gym. I mean, this guy's a hard worker. But then, you know, they say there's a difference in Curtis Thompson. Curtis Thompson left the area.
That weirdly looks familiar.
Portland and up into Canada.
Like TV sitcom familiar in the
changed
face.
Man. And anytime you try to ask him about that, he slides it underneath the rug. He doesn't want to talk about it. He doesn't want to tell us what changed him when he went to Canada and went to the Pacific Northwest.
Well, it could be a number of things. It could be a
I don't hate this guy.
That sort of brainwash him to his way of thinking. You know, just the shortcuts, but shortcuts are also short-lived.
You know, Paul, you're a guy that has worked.
My guess was
on the
Lavin.
fence. I remember there's
I don't know.
you even said that you've
I don't
done
even know these
that
other
you're
colors.
very proud of. But then
I've heard of Lilac,
the other
but
Paul
who's it?
Jones. What turned Paul Jones?
Oh yeah, his move is a hammerlock. I forgot. What a lame finish for this guy. Yeah, you know, I've been thinking about a really cool new finisher. You know, it's a hammerlock, but it's a little bit different. You know, I put the pressure on just a little bit. Oh look, he's last to throw a motherfucker out of the ring. Oh, can't touch this. Got Tatanka. At least we got Tatanka in a match this week, right? So everyone in the crowd was thinking, you know what I'm missing this week? A little bit of Tatanka in my life. Austin does have a mean streak. He's to the screen, so guess he's doing his job, right?
It's Mike Rex.
Mike Rex. Look at this kid. We got a beanpole in the ring here.
A Native American.
That's true, Lisa. That's yeah, you know, that's also true.
Going places in South Atlantic Wrestling.
Going places.
Might be our main event this week. Ain't got long left. About 7 minutes left of the show. Again, thanks everyone for hanging out this week. I really appreciate it. Every Sunday night at 6. I like to keep that fresh in everyone's mind. If you're randomly finding this later, sub up and
just about anything that he can help community out, he volunteers.
Boom. I feel like we might have seen this guy 1 week before. Oh, we did. No, I think we did see this. Maybe it was last week. This Mike Rex guy. And you can see some potential in him as well.
He has certainly become
He's got some height on him.
Since he came into the South Atlantic Wrestling.
He's young.
Yeah,
these guys got to learn somewhere.
He feels at home here, you know, and just this man is looking for competition. He's looking, and he's staying behind Steamboat all the time, just asking Steamboat questions and getting advice from Steamboat and myself. And
Rob Fuller in action this week, but we got story advancement with the stud stable.
Right now, for the simple reason that we've seen him start slow.
Big back body.
What a backdrop! What a backdrop! Yes, sir. The Indian is home.
What a physique this Chris Chavis has. A strong, powerful body.
Paul, I remember when I used to look like that.
I'll bite.
All right, maybe not quite like that, but...
well, how close?
Yeah, right when he lifted the dudes off the ground? No, that one looked cool because it was different, right? Yeah, he's just got him down and he's just cranking a hammerlock. It's like, we see this all night in wrestling matches. This guy's finished, make it special.
Worker. I mean, this guy gets into that gym, and they say that he gets in there before everybody else does.
Appreciate that.
After everybody else does.
You know, Ted, I watch War Eagle around kids, and you know, kids. I don't know. Kids have an instinct that they know who's friendly.
Big power slam after
all. And they just take
terrible,
him like
terrible
Santa Claus.
Brother, they are the ultimate lie detector test, and they love this guy. I mean, they flock around him like bees around honey.
Yeah. I've had dogs before.
This episode will be more entertaining with Rob Fuller back on commentary on color.
Dogs also are very perceptive.
That's right.
I did. I grabbed it. See me?
Those powerful arms.
I used to hope I did. I fixed it. Or did the thing.
I don't think so.
Hard to gargle right now, isn't it, Mike Rex?
Still like that?
Chris Chavis, the War Eagle, a man on a mission. We spoke to him. He's got his mind set on the North American Wrestling Association Heavyweight Championship belt. That could spell bad news for one Robert Fuller.
I'm sure Robert Fuller is looking at this man very, very close, because he knows as long as he's champion, he's got to take on Ricky Steamboat. He's got to take on
nothing too crazy here.
And Vince Torelli.
Slow match.
That's one guy I never get enough
really makes you appreciate the Steamboat and Trent Knight match, right? Like, when you do get a really good one.
Joy for you to watch the progress that these guys have made since they've come under your tutelage.
He is, I've never seen a more natural athlete than Vince Torelli. He just strikes me as somebody like, what was the Indian years ago? They went to the Olympics and was it our age?
That's some height on that elbow.
What do I want anything if I just Jim Thorpe?
Yeah, Jim Thorpe. He was a natural all around athlete.
Oh, press slam.
Probably never spent a day in the gym.
Yo, Nacho Man, what's up?
A lot of athletes
appreciate you coming in here.
Working with weights was counterproductive. That it would slow you down.
We're having a fun one here tonight, watching this old wrestling from
'90. Look at football. You get
Tomahawk chop, Tatanka, future Tatanka.
Ironhead Hayward, 260 pounds for the New Orleans Saints. And Chavis went into that little war dance. And Paul, when he goes into that little war dance, I can assure you that
There it is. What the fuck?
Hi, folks. The leg, too.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck? We are missing he finishes with the Samoan drop. Okay, that's actually insane. What kind of commercial? What the fuck? I feel like this is just how it aired, and they fucked up and we missed the actual finish. That's how she goes. What the hell? That's insane, dude. Wow. Might get it. Okay, I was about to say, are we even going to get it on the replay? What is happening?
No, here you go. We got Chris Chavis is.
Oh my God, the music too is definitely going to get us here. They're not even commentating over it. I'm doing the commentating. There we go. There it is. Man, this was crazy. Man.
In power, Chris War Eagle.
There we go. They go out this week with Shamrock, Paul Jones.
I'll tell you one thing. It's like we were talking about a while ago. Chris is just an all-around athlete, and just like the new blood and Vince Torelli here, a super athlete. And I'll tell you one thing. The world belt, and I'm talking about Robert Fuller's world belt. You're looking at the contenders, Ricky Steamboat. You're looking at Vince Torelli. You're looking at War Eagle Chris Chavis. These men are the ones that you're going to have to contend with, Fuller. And I tell you one thing, Ricky Steamboat and myself are not finished with you and your stable. You go around here, you're buying time on national television. What's going to happen next time? You're going to buy a little more time. Pretty soon, you're going to have.
I feel like we need to build to a War Games here, right?
This is even one more reason why Ricky Steamboat and myself are in hot pursuit of your stable. And you're looking at this
two opposing
right
factions.
Here, Vince Torelli and War Eagle Chris Chavis. Yeah. Steamboat and I don't have to buy them, give them a contract. They offer their support without us even asking them.
Paul, it was a pleasure having you at ringside tonight. Vince, congratulations to you. Also,
you gonna let him speak or what? Huh? We've run out of time. Paul Jones, we've run out of time, and Shamrock don't even get to say shit.
Out there tonight. We will see you again next week, right here at the same station. Spread the word. The finest in professional wrestling.
Look at his face. He's like, son of a bitch. What the hell? What a bunch of bullshit.
From South
Why'd I even come here this week?
On behalf of Paul Jones and everyone,
to do that. To scream with the Tonka, which is the oddest thing ever to say. All right, next week, September 15th and September 22nd. Woo, we're rocking and rolling. And then once we get into October, they finally changed the name over to SAPW. Wow, this is super fun. I really dig this promotion a lot. I think it's really good. Like it's there's so much insanity going on. The squashes in the first episode of tonight was absolute madness. We see the craziest people that sometimes you don't even expect to see. I'll dig the champion, Rob Fuller. We got a stud stable, which is a great faction of wrestlers. So many green dudes. That's maybe the downside of it. But it's a fun promotion. I enjoy it. Still got a little bit of 1990 left to go, though. But everyone, thank you all so much for coming through here tonight. I appreciate it. Again, every Sunday night we do this right here. So make sure you have the bell clicked. Make sure you know to come back. You'll get the notification. Hopefully, YouTube really sucks at notifying from my personal experience from being on YouTube for a long time. But at least it helps. But make sure you're following on all socials right here. If not YouTube, Facebook, we're getting close to working on 23,000 on there. We just hit 10,000 right here on YouTube, TikTok, and then X. Post on all of those throughout the day. So make sure you're following everywhere. We're going to keep rocking and rolling. Thanks, everyone, for coming through. I really appreciate it. Oh, it's me. Thanks for coming here right at the very end every week. Let's go. Thanks, guys. Have a great night. Boom.